EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the leg. Ball shot. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Check 4. Check 4. Shift. Out. Hey. Kill. Hey. Use you. Here comes the me. It's me.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check 25. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Chill. Switch ball. Alert 3. Ship.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Keep it up. He's cracking. He's checking crack. Slam. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Shot. 6. Check 26. Undercrush.
On second down, Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Check 49. He's coming. Switch it. He's coming. Double up.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Hey, gun.
Hey, check.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
21.
Kill. Rush in. Switch.
I got you.
Watch out.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56 to Mike.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, wahoo!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
13. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, orbit.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Rip right. 56 to Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Complete. Richardson has it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Watch out. Shoot.
Check nickel. Set, go. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Check.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 43.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Ready? Watch it.
65, 65.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Come on, fellas.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
On first down, Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Check 30.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, crunch, crunch. Boom, boom. Shift, shift. Squeeze. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hut, whoa. Back, hut.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
At the Redskins' 39-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Silver, silver.
12, fellas, here we go.
From the 39, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
21, 21. Here we go.
Switch, switch.
Check 13. Check that.
This is Breida. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
All day, baby, all day.
Check your hot read.
White.
Check
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Hey, gun. He's mine.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
They go play action with Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
21. Get that ball. Get that.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Go ahead.
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
21, 21.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the slant.
55 is Mike, guys, 55. I got you.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers.
Great job, man.
George Kittle, 76 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins uncorks one for Davis. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already.
11.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. D.
Hey, gun.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
21.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
White.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
12. I got you.
56, Mike 56.
Smooth.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They get the penalty yardage back, plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Haskins will throw, and that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what ended up...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
61, matchbox lights.
Now it's Breida. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
The tackle made by Matt Ives. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 20.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
56. Mike's 56. It's our time.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Keep playing.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down, Haskins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is all the way up past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Haskins to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. 21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle of Kittle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Garoppolo now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Under crunch. 1, Omaha. 21. Hey, Foxtrot. 56, the Mott boys. 56. Check, 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready? 30's right. 30 right. Slow. Try ball. Slow.
2nd down, Haskins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good job.
It's now 3rd down.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Haskins. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, here's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 55. Get that quarterback. And on top. Flag. Safe.
They run with Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Here we go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check 49.
At the 12-yard line.
Greystone travel. 1, Omaha. He's coming. 12, fellas. Here we go.
They run again with Breida. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Get in the right room. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a give coming right is Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.